Very rough. No one talked to me ever. It was a 35, 40-hour week of activities, and it was entirely all by myself. I did solely trained for Aggie Dance Team for about a year, and I did lots of acrobatic work, and I actually trained with Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Yeah, it was really good to get my feet wet and just what a basketball performance looks like and how to dance with my hair down, and it really helped me to train as far as like the specific style that Aggie Dance Team needed. We're learning like 15 plus dances in a span of like 2 weeks. On top of that, we're starting to do appearances and getting our uniforms and getting ready for football season. It was one of the most overwhelming experiences I've ever had in my life. It was pretty rough. I mean, there's a box that you are put into, a very specific look, a specific representation of Aggie Dance Team, because it is a niche part of A&M. So you have to be able to put on any kind of face at any moment, and it really is very challenging to know who you are when you're trying to be who they want you to be. And so in the process of, college, where you're supposed to figure out who you are, what you want to do with your life, you're being told that you need to be this, this, and that. And it makes it very difficult to have a self-discovery journey like a regular college student. There's like stereotypical like straight people and gay people. And I know a lot of people, and myself included, that like to fall into the stereotypes of gay people because you find pride in being in that culture. And you can't lean into gay culture when you're on a dance team that requires you to look like a straight girl. And most people don't think anything about that, because why would they? Unless you're gay, and then you're like, this feels very confining because you want to take part in your culture, your community. I never talked to any of the girls. Well, I tried to, but it was always like, why are you invading this conversation kind of vibe from everybody. And I don't know if it was because they didn't like me, or if it was just because they never really noticed me, or if it was because I'm gay. I don't really know what it was because of, but it was very isolating when you have no time to socialize and make friends outside of the team, and you have no friends inside of the team. You're basically living on your own. I just leave because I felt unwanted on the team. There were a lot of comments made that were pretty homophobic and about me and other people. And like I said, no one was ever talking to me, and I was very, very busy. And to be spending that much time dedicating my life to a team that makes me feel like I shouldn't be there was miserable. And I just felt like I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know who I wanted to be, and I just needed to take a break. And what really was like the last straw of hay was that I discovered that I was doing it for other people. Going through high school, I'd always been told that I needed to go collegiate dance-wise because I was talented enough to do so, by all of my coaches, all my friends, my parents. Everybody was telling me that. Everybody was training me for that. And I never stopped to think, do I want this? Because I honestly thought that I did want it because that's what everybody told me I wanted. And as I got into college and I realized how miserable I was, I realized that it wasn't what I wanted, that I wanted to find out who I was outside of dance. I craved that journey, that discovery of who I wanted to be. And I knew that I wasn't going to be able to have that journey if I didn't quit. I never cried once after I quit. I'm not lying. When I was trying not to smile when I was leaving the building, I felt so relieved and happy, and I felt like it was a new beginning. At that point, I didn't know that I was going to try out for Fade to Black. So at that point, I was just going to be a student, and I've never done that, and I was terrified. Coming off of a collegiate dance team, I was very scared that it was going to be the same thing. But once I got into the audition, not even onto the team, like into the audition, it was all that fear dissipated, because the officers do a very good job of creating an environment that is welcoming and that makes it not about who you are outside of dance. It is about you as an artist, as a creative dancer, and your unique style that you bring to the table. And because they hone in on that, it allows you to hone in on that yourself and perfect your craft and enjoy it. And it feels relieving to finally be who I wanted to be for so long. I'm just so thankful for this team and everything that they have brought into my life without even purposefully doing anything. Like, they don't even know what they've meant to me. Yeah, it's just been happiness. That's all I can say.